All right, it's January 2025, our first newsletter of the year. Got a lot of stuff we're going to go through. We'll take a good look at 2024 now that all that data is in, and we'll kind of see how the year wrapped up. And then at the end, we'll talk about 2025 and how we're starting off. All right, so the first group of numbers I want to show you, we're going to compare 2023 to 2024 just so you can get a real good sense of how the year went. So immediately, if you take a look at this, our total volume increased slightly. This is the total of all the sales price of homes added together. We saw just over a 2% increase year over year. Number of sales, almost exactly the same, less than 1% increase in 2024. And then average sales price too, we saw that slightly go up, just a little over 1%. All of this information, I always use the same search criteria each month when we're looking at these. So they're single family homes in Bend under an acre. And again, this data is straight out of the MLS. Okay, so the next few graphs we're going to look at are charts directly from the National Association of Realtors year-end report. This is a great collection of information. And the very first one we're going to look at are our cash buyers. Obviously, with interest rates higher, cash buyers have been a big deal. All cash home buyers reached an all-time high this year with 26%. That bottom line there you're seeing in black. And then the next one, it's hard to see the difference, but that blue line is first-time home buyers. So just 9% of first-time home buyers were able to make their purchase in all cash. And then our repeat buyers, you can see up there in green, at 31% of them were able to purchase in all cash. Okay, so next we'll take a look at the median age of home buyers in 2024. So if you look at the top line there in green, that is our repeat buyers. So 61 years old is the median age for repeat buyers compared to the bottom there, first-time home buyers, median age at an all-time high of 38 years old. So you can really see there's a crunch on young people in the United States being able to afford homes. Obviously has a lot to do with the high interest rate and cost of homes altogether. All right, the last chart we'll look at from NAR, it will just zoom in on our first-time home buyers. As you can see here, first-time home buyers dropped to the lowest historical share since they started collecting this data in 1981. Just 24% of transactions were actually first-time home buyers. So again, it just cements the fact that it's becoming increasingly difficult for younger people to be able to purchase homes, and many of them are stuck renting right now. Okay, so we'll shift gears a little bit. In the first chart, we showed the number of sales in Bend from 2023 to 2024. I did some data research into, again, from the National Association of Realtors to look back for the last 5 years and take a look at this data. So these are home sales in the United States over the last 5 years. And you can see in 2024, we hit 4.62 million. This was actually better than a lot of people expected as we moved towards the end of the year. So we ended up doing better than we did in 2023. But as I note here, those 2023 sales were the lowest we've seen since 1995. And then comparatively to 2021, we had 6.12 million. That's the highest since 2005. And in fact, if we switch over and you look at this graph, it kind of tells the story a little bit more. I couldn't find a graph that actually finished the 2024. This is when they were estimating those numbers were going to be lower. But as we just saw, the 2024 sales were up to 4.6 million. But you can see this kind of roller coaster ride. Obviously, the lead up of the Great Recession in 07 and 08, we had those huge number of sales and then it dipped dramatically. But yeah, the number of sales just aren't there, again, for all the headwinds that we talk about every month. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens here in 2025. 2025 interest rates are starting out very high. So we're currently, for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, it's about 7.15%. We saw these numbers come down a little bit a few months ago, and sure enough, they have come back up. So that's currently where we're sitting at as of today of shooting this video. The other interesting thing is inflation. We're currently at 2.7%. It was about 2.6 last month. Remember, this is a great improvement since June. June of 2022 was the highest at just a little over 9%. So we're making progress on that, but inflation is still a sticky subject. All right, next we'll take a look at Bend specifically and what's happening right now. Very first chart we're going to pull up is our current active listings. So again, this information is out of the MLS. There's 328 homes that are actively listed. If you look down there, the current average list price is 984,000, and the average days on market of those active listings is at 101. But there's promise. There are homes under contract. Let's take a look at Bend in the pending category. So we have 167 homes that are currently pending. List price is slightly below on average of what the list price of the active homes is. And the days on market is at 67. All right, so the last one we're going to pull up, this is our sales. And this is just the last 30 days in Bend. I don't like to go back too much further than that. But in the last 30 days, we've closed 76 homes. Average sales price of those sold homes is $994,000, and the average days on market is 62. All right, that's all the information I have for you today. We will take a look at the Beacon report next month. They have a really cool graph that actually shows the median home price from 1997 to now. So I can't wait to show you that. As always, reach out if you have any questions about your specific situation or you want to talk real estate. I'm always here for it. Thanks. We'll see you next time.